Rahbat Moisar. Anuki Tapanak Amun. And today we're going to talk about Dr. Malachi Z. Kobina York. Better yet known by many people in his community, in his tribe, called the Noapians, better known by Baba Yanun or Pab Nabab Yanun. Yanun. Now, there is, at this point, for me, there is no reason why I should be talking about this. Because it's already been addressed many times over. But I'm going to give you every single nugget, every single piece, every single thing that I could possibly give you on the Dr. Malachi Z. York case. I've been told by elders who were there with him and experienced the whole thing on the land and everything. How they tore down the land, how they imprisoned him, how they beat him into submission to make him nod his head, not say yes. He did not say yes. Nod his head. Because in the courts, you have to say yes or no. You can't nod your head. That's not taken as an answer. He nodded his head, and they just went with it. Right? That's one thing. He said, the court said, the people who were in charge of him at that time, when it comes to like the judge system, the judicial system, I guess that's what it's called. They said either you lie, if you the only way you can be free and they can be free is if you lie to your people and tell them every single thing you ever said out of your mouth was a lie. You know how like no one would take that. Because even if he did, he would still be charged as a freaking. He would be charged as a sex offender for the rest of his life, and no kids will be around him. Right? That's one thing. But he wasn't a sex offender. Apparently, one of his sons and a few other people who were involved in this act created and formalized the plan with Howard Sills. Sheriff Howard Sills from Putnam County, Georgia. They created this plan to gather up some kids from the land, molest them, put them in orgies, and then send them back. It's too much information. I could go for about 30 minutes on this subject. I've watched so many CDs, heard so many testimonies, saw so many videos. I have so much evidence on this case that it's ridiculous. And I'm tired of the slander. I'm tired of people saying that I follow a child molester, and he's not a child molester. Do your research before you come and step to me. You know how it feels to have your mom, your grandma, your sister, even your brother that we're not even involved in it. Like he look at me like, okay, and then that's it. He don't say nothing about it because he don't. It's not. I don't even think it's not that he don't care, but it has nothing to do with him. This is everything to do with me. I represent my whole tribe. I represent my culture. I represent my race as a whole. It's bigger than me. That's what people don't understand. And the man who has the power to change all that is in prison. I don't think y'all understand at all how much I feel for this man. I shed so many tears for this man. It's like, and I don't even know him. He showed up to me in my dream at 5 years old. I didn't even know the man. Right now, I'm going to give a reference point to y'all. A couple reference points. They have evidence, clear-cut evidence on CDs. If you go to any of the 14 bookstores around the U.S., in and out of the U.S., there are clear-cut CDs that you can watch. I have one. If you wanna, no, I'm not even gonna give it out because at this point it's hard to get. But I'm pretty sure they got it there. So if you get a CD and you watch that CD is like 2 to 3 hours long, maybe 4. But it's worth a watch. You get to see the pride, the joy, the happiness they had before everything was sabotaged. That's one. You can go on YouTube. You can catch some of the spill, some of the evidence on YouTube. Mysteries behind closed doors. That's what it's called. I have a book. This is another reference. It was written by a person tied closely in with the Nubian nation. This not only has his story, but it has other people's story in this book and how they're closely related to his case. They've killed people that revealed certain information about this case, who were the biggest influences on the world that's revealed certain information about this case. Prodigy was one of them. The rapper Prodigy, they killed him because of how heavily influenced he was based on his rap career and how much he knew about Dr.York. He was spreading it out to people. So they killed him. They put other leaders, so-called leaders, some of them not even really leaders. They're just, I guess, wannabes trying to be like Dr.York. They got put in jail. The ones who at least like aren't with the freaking, government working in their system. I'm just tired, man. When y'all gonna know that if Dr. Malachi Z. York dies, it's over. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sitting here praying that he gets out because gave him 135 years. He's over a certain 20. He's 70-something years, 77 years old, I think. And he has this disease called angioedema. I didn't read up on that disease, but apparently it's killing him. And his spiritual work, his ability to heal and his spiritual powers aren't enough to keep him alive. I can't say certain things because I don't know if I'm going to be penalized for it. There's certain things I can't say. It really is. I can't say certain things. And that's the reality of it. I can't say certain things. If I say certain things, either I'm going to get an earful out of my tribe, or maybe get killed for giving you this information. So I'm only giving you what they give you already. Um, Last but surely not least, Dr. Malachi York, if you seeing this and you well on after transition and be the 19th elder again, I hope you don't feel disappointed. I hope, I really hope we don't let you down. Being in our human ways, you know what I mean? We tend to get caught up in social drama, distractions, and get so far removed from the main objective, which is freeing you and reuniting ourselves to the way it's supposed to be before this all even happened. Seems like our race can't get it together. I see it. I see it every day. I see it through my family. I see it through other people. Not everybody's got the head on straight. Kendrick Lamar said it best, bro. We can't. We were made. We were put on this earth to love. That's all that. It's all that we like for real. That's what makes the world go around. It's love, not hate, not disagreeableness. It's needed because some of that is needed. But now it's too much of it, and we just can't. It's not. It's not like it should be. But Earth is Sector 24, which is a prison. This is literally a test to see where you'll go after you transition. When I say transition, I mean physical my what? Death. Physical death. After you transcend and go somewhere else, you will be judged by what you do on this earth. Not by people who are on the earth. You will be judged by the people who you go up to. You'll actually be judged by yourself. You'll be judged by yourself. Because only you know when you're telling the truth and when you're lying. Only you know what you did. Unless someone else was there to see you do it. I'm tired, man. When somebody else gonna hold the rope for me? Let me regain my strength. I've only been in Wusabat for about. If you want to collect it up, I've been in here for 8 years. I knew about it for 8 years. And I've actually been in the community for about 6. I've battled mental problems before this, and I'm still battling mental problems before this. At this point, I'm a warrior. Nothing's going to stop me from reaching my potential. I may be slowed up at times. I may feel like I'm weak and can't get up. Not cook well. I will. That's it. To all people who don't research, do their research. You're useless. All the people that don't do their research. I ain't talking about for the ones who have the ability to but don't do it. I'm talking about ones who don't care to do it. Because A person who don't do the research but have the ability to do will probably do the research faster than the person who doesn't and doesn't care to do it. Well, definitely, actually. The world is oversaturated with people who don't give a fuck. And we need people who care. Authority, elders, and kids who watch this. I am so pissed off right now. I'm tired, man. I am tired. I'm exhausted, man. I never thought that we would still be in this time. We wouldn't. I thought. Baba has been giving us warnings on warnings on warnings. That last tribal call was his final warning. Not gonna tell you what he said because I want to hear more about it on Sunday. If you in Philadelphia or if you in any other place with a mirror, a bookstore, Medicon, go to it on Sunday. We need you here. We need you there. The ones who are chosen for this. The ones who are chosen for this are meant to be there. I think that's the game. Seeing exactly who's built for this. Anuki. I am. I shook Wadu.